Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are on Mother Earth. Welcome to this very special workshop. This is one of my very favorite types of workshops. Opening Spiritual Channels has endless possibilities because the soul world has endless possibilities. So we can never say that I've had enough because there's always another layer, another layer, another layer. I'm Master Marilyn, and I'm one of the lead teachers here at the Master Sha Tao Healing Center in San Francisco. And this weekend, Master Shunya, who is the lead teacher here, and who has an extensive background in coordinating groups, leading various kinds of diversity training, and many other types of interaction with the groups of people, will also be leading the workshop. So together we will be doing this, and it's going to be a really exciting possibility to do this together because there will be a much richer. Master Sha talks about yin-yang. Well, we actually physically have that present. Yin and yang. So it will be special on many, many levels. The very topic for the weekend, the title of the weekend, Find Your Path and Live Your Purpose, is something that all of us have as our heart's desire. And it is like opening spiritual channels. The possibilities are endless. So we're going to begin the evening with opening our hearts fully. When we open our hearts as fully as possible, we are able to receive the messages that are prepared for us. And there are so many beautiful messages that have been prepared for all of us who are part of this workshop. So we want to truly, truly open our hearts so fully that those messages will be able to just flow and flow and flow. And we're going to do that by singing Da'ai. If you have the Da'ai card, you can trace it. If you have the Da'ai book, you can trace it. And you can see that I'm looking around for mine because I left mine in the other room. So we will there's a Da'ai calligraphy, Peter, oh, beautiful, thank you so much, in Soul Healing Miracles. And yes, you're right, there's a calligraphy hanging on the wall. That's right. So usually I have simply been singing Da'ai, stand and move, but there has been really a deepening of realization after participating in the Tao Calligraphy Retreat with Master Sha of the significance of tracing. It multiplies the benefit hugely. So if you have a card or a book, it would be very good to trace it. If you don't, it'd be very good to get one. And if you do not have a Da'ai card, you can get them through the center here in San Francisco. I would say that the Da'ai card is probably a must. It's a starting point for everything. So we will say hello. And before we do this, because very possibly there are new people on the line. So what I'm going to share with you is Master Sha over the years has taught 4 powers. Now with tracing, it's 5 powers. So the first one is body power, and that's what you do with your hands. So as we go through all of them, I will show you what to do with your hands. The next one is mind power. So bring your focus to your lower abdomen, most specifically to your Mingmen acupuncture point. But right now we're thinking of it as an energy center, so it would be the size of your fist, directly opposite your navel on your back. So a fist-size energy center. The sound power is going to be Da-I. The soul power is to say hello. And we will say hello to this very special calligraphy. Not necessarily to the calligraphy itself, but to the Shen Shi Jing present in this calligraphy. Because it is Dao Shen Shi Jing. Soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter. So we're going to say hello, dear Shen Shi Jing of the Dao calligraphy, Da-I. I love you, thank you, honor you, appreciate you. Please allow my Shen Shi Jing to align more and more with yours. Please forgive me when I have not shown or received love that was needed or given to me. I am so grateful for this opportunity. To do the tracing, we put the points, the tips of our fingers together because each finger represents one of the 5 elements. So the elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And I'm just going to put the finger that corresponds. So for the wood element, it is the index finger. But I think the easiest way to go is if I started with the thumb. So the thumb is the earth element. The index finger is the wood element. The next finger, the tall finger, is the fire element. The next one, I'm going to call it the ring finger, is the metal element, and the small finger is the water element. And there are parts of the body that go with each one of the elements. For the wood element, it's ligaments and tendons. Fire element, it's blood vessels. Earth, it's muscles. Metal, it's skin. And water, it is bones, of course. So you can tell our whole body, when we put our fingers together like this, we are being blessed from head to toe, skin to bones, literally. Skin to bones. We have muscles, We have blood vessels, we have tendons and ligaments from the top of our head all the way down to the bottom of our feet. So when we do this, our whole body is being blessed. And when we trace the calligraphy, our whole body is aligning. Okay. So you don't have to touch. For people who are new, you don't have to actually put your hand on the calligraphy. There can be a space, and it's a good idea to have a space because that creates a field. So, some of you know this melody. Some of you will know it in just a minute, or maybe two. Da-I, 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 I, da, 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 I. Now close your eyes and do it with your eyes closed. Da, I, 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 da, I. You can be trace again. Da, I, 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 da, I. Finish the calligraphy that you're tracing. Okay, people on Facebook and people on the webcast, I am looking forward to your comments about what that experience was. And there may even be a very special surprise for people who put their comments on Facebook about the experience. Put your comment on the webcast about your experience. Hello, I love you is wonderful, and we love you too. That's not telling me about your experience, though. So I'm looking forward to many comments. And we'll start with people on the teleconference. Are there people on the teleconference? Because there's no lag for them. And then we'll go to people in the room.
Is there anyone on the teleconference? Hi.
Yes, there is. Hooray.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
April.
Hi, April.
So
Hi, April. Could you share your experience with us, please?
it's very grounding, it's very centering, and I'm just floating in the energy.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else who is on the teleconference. The line is open and you can share with us. Are you able to tell if there are others?
I can't see it exactly.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll go to the room then. There's a microphone here, I think. Yeah, there's one there. Okay.
It's just a nice refresher to start the evening. I liked it.
Okay, refresher. Does that mean energy?
Just freshness. Felt my energy felt a little bit stagnant, so it's just nice and refreshing.
Great, okay, thank you.
It was a grounding into the present moment, and in that sweetness of the love.
Oh, beautiful, thank you.
I'm just in a state of bliss. That's all I can say. Thank you.
That's good enough. Thank you.
I found it very calming and peaceful.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we have all these comments on Facebook and in the chat.
Okay. Hello?
I need a microphone, I'm sorry. Could I have a microphone? Thank you.
Oh, yes. So we have Charlotte Conrad saying, I felt a lot of warmth throughout my body. I. Elizabeth, Master Elizabeth, I found myself lost in the experience. No time, no space, nothing else.
Great.
Terry McGill, my experience of your singing I need to ground. I'm sorry, it moves here. I need to ground as I am vibrating a ton and feeling ungrounded.
Oh, then maybe the mind power was not strong enough. If we keep our focus at our Mingmen, then that helps us to be grounded. Yeah.
Andrew says, it is so much love and so heart-touching.
Great.
Billy Dog says, felt tingling in my fingers from the chanting, Da-I. And Susan, tracing the Da-I calligraphy, created a lot of heat and tingling in my message center. I feel very peaceful. And Lila, so grateful to have this time to trace together. My low back is feeling better with only a 2-level pain. Countess bow downs.
Wow.
Amy, why? Dear Master Marilyn, I feel so much peace and energy. Thank you for the guidance to have a space to create a field. I could feel the heat and energy grow during the practice. Thank you. Love you. Master Jeffrey, heart space expanded, hot. All the trials of the day are erased. Calm, peaceful, blissful.
Pretty good. That's what Da-I does. That is exactly when we open our hearts more and more. Everything that you're sharing and was shared in the room also and on the phone, that's what happens for us. The more deeply we connect with greatest love. Yeah. Because love melts all blockages and transforms life. Master Jeffrey just paraphrased that for us.
Kim says, Da-I, soul family, tracing and chanting Da-I. My abdomen feels full and tingling, warm. Thank you, Master Marilyn, Master Shah, Da-I calligraphy, Divine Tao Source. Really, really love you all.
Great.
And Amy adds, having the teaching connecting each of the 5 fingers with the 5 elements and the parts of the body has helped to transmit the energy throughout my body. I am now in a sweat.
Good.
I think that's it.
Now that's the
That was the live stream,
live stream. Are there some on Facebook?
not that I can see. Nope.
Okay. Okay. So I said there just might be a surprise. This is a special blessing instrument. Master Sha is called a fachi. Actually, in real life, it's called a bracelet, a mala. But it has special blessings, and one of them is gratitude. I am so grateful for all the responses of everybody in the room, on the phone, on the chat. So I'm going to just stop for a very, very brief thank you. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I just want to, so there will be surprises throughout the weekend. Not every single time you share, but there will be surprises throughout the weekend. And everything that you shared actually is connected with opening our spiritual channels and opening them more and more and more. I'm going to keep looking at this. So there are 4 spiritual channels in Master Sha's teachings. Soul language, I thought that looked funny. Soul language and direct communication. When you print clearly, you can't get away with leaving out letters or adding extra ones. Third eye. And direct knowing. So this weekend we are focusing on soul language and translation. This is the foundation. When our soul language is highly developed, and we have highly developed our ability to translate, the rest of this comes more easily. The direct communication comes very easily. It's just almost automatic. I won't say it is totally automatic, but it is so easy once we really, really develop our soul language to a high level. And the translation, this weekend, the emphasis is going to be on simultaneous translation. Because what happens a lot is people who have developed direct communication or have third eye ability are using these 2 channels and calling it translation. And my way of helping all of us understand that each one is a particular way of communicating with the soul world, is to think about the watercolors that children use in school. They come in a little tray. And you may remember back to when you were in school, or you've seen them in stores, but they come in a little tray, and they're little palettes, little tiny palettes of each color, and each color is separate from the others. If you put your paintbrush into the water and put it in the yellow, and then move over to the next color, and the next color, and the next color, pretty soon you have mud, the color of mud. Because they've all gotten mixed together. It's not clear. That's the best comparison I can think of for really staying with soul language and translation. If we mix them all together, the translation is not really a clear translation.
Could you define direct communication?
Okay, could I finish this? Yeah. So what we want to be able to do is to have each one of those colors in our little tray. We want them to maintain their distinct color. And the way we do that, if we're painting, is dip it back in the water and then go to the next color we want and dip it in the water, go to the next color. We keep a distinction from one color to another. With the spiritual channels, we're not dipping into water, obviously, but what we do is we connect with that particular ability. So soul language and translation, all of them require listening with our hearts. But it's been so wonderful. I'd say for the last year, almost 2 years, Master Patty O'Neill and I have been leading a practicum on Tuesday afternoons. And when we started with the people who were participating, this all got smushed together. But little by little, by practicing and participating in workshops, each person on the practicum has participated in workshops, there has been the development of the ability to translate simultaneously. And the secret to that is to listen to the sounds, not with your ears, but with your heart. The sounds carry the message. And so our mind is not involved in this. We're not thinking, what is this message? What am I being, given? We just simply, the way we did Da'ai, we open our hearts fully and we listen with our hearts. And what we receive, we say. It takes practice. But we're going to do that this weekend, and you're going to get to be so good at simultaneous translation. Because when you can do this to a high level with accuracy, you are able to access the most amazing and wonderful wisdom from the soul world. When you are able to do this with great accuracy, you will be able to listen to Master Sha's soul language and translate it, which is very, very special. Very special. Master Sha has said lots of times that it is his desire that at some point all those who participate in a retreat would have this ability to such a high level he could teach the whole retreat in soul language. So being able to translate simultaneously is a wonderful, wonderful ability to have. So this is the first channel. It's the foundation channel. And I think that everyone has an appreciation of the importance of a foundation. Those of us here in San Francisco might have a very high appreciation, because for those of you who are not in San Francisco, different parts of the world, there was a building constructed with an experimental foundation that was supposed to be very advanced. But what that meant was it was a floating foundation. It did not go down to solid ground. And it's in the part of San Francisco that is close to the water. So it's the earth itself is kind of shifting. So this building is on this experimental foundation, and it is currently tilting. It is tilting towards the next building that is on a solid foundation, so I don't know what's going to happen there. But it's a good example of what happens if you do not have a solid foundation. It didn't work too well. I would say that experiment, if it was done in a high school science class, that experiment would not get a very high mark. So we want to make sure that our soul language channel really, really is solid. And our ability to translate simultaneously reaches a higher level. Some people can do that already, can do this already. Some of the people on the webcast, I recognize the names, have been to the practicums and really have developed this ability to a very high level. It's so exciting to me. So that's soul language and translation. And in the book, Divine Healing Hands, I don't know exactly the page, but it's towards the back. There's a section applying healing hands to opening the spiritual channels. Master Sha has a section in there, and he says, when you develop this ability well, direct communication is easy. So what is direct communication? This one is your soul language. So what, or another person's soul language. So what you are hearing does not sound like what you are accustomed to in regular speech. It's not our conventional language. And it needs translating. Direct communication, we ask a question and we get it in our own language. So one of the people who had come to the practicum, first language is Japanese. So she would receive her translation of the soul language in Japanese, and then for us, she had to translate it into English. When she would do direct communication, she would receive it in Japanese, and that's it. It did not have this, the step of soul language included. Does that answer your question? Yes? Okay, good. Third eye is the ability to see images given to us by the soul world, and images of the soul world. So it's important to realize that these are images and that they need to be interpreted. A lot of times they can be interpreted by using direct communication. With third eye images, it's very important to do the interpreting, because if you take them exactly as they are, you can get the wrong message. If you're very literal about the images received, it's possible to, as I said, get the wrong message. So it needs to be interpreted. A lot of times, third eye images will almost be symbolic or almost poetic. Yeah. With direct knowing, there's no need to ask a question. With soul language and translation, we ask a question of the soul world. Direct communication, we ask a question. Sometimes with third eye, we ask a question. Sometimes people receive third eye images spontaneously, without any question. With direct knowing, we don't ask a question, and just boom, all of a sudden, we're given information. And this channel is one where it's almost as if you have a direct link with heaven, with the soul world, so that the soul world, heaven, the saints, the divine, give direct messages as needed. Not all the time, but as needed. A lot of times people have a level of intuition, and they call that direct knowing. For this channel, way, way, way back at the beginning, when Master Sha was first teaching about direct knowing, he said no one can have a direct knowing channel without a download. So that was way, way back at the beginning. And so many people received that download, and that opened the channel. The characteristic of people with direct knowing is a high level of purity, a very pure heart. So those who want to develop direct knowing, that is what you are asking the soul world to do. Purify me to a very, very high level so that I will have direct knowing. So that might be something to think about. There are also the possibility of receiving treasures. When we receive treasures, a lot of the purification happens because the light that comes with each one of the treasures is very purifying. So these are the four channels that Master Sha emphasizes. This is the one, as I said, that we will develop highly this weekend, and we will use that throughout the weekend to do what the flyer has told us the weekend is going to be all about. Find your path and live your purpose. So the message is, I love this. I actually love this very, very much. Is so fantastic. The soul language is so amazing to be able to get this information through soul language and translation, because soul language is very, very pure. It does not carry the baggage that conventional speech carries. So to give you an example, with conventional speech, we can say thank you. We can say thank you probably 15 different ways. We can say thank you, and we can say thank you. Totally different meanings. We can do that with so many words. With soul language, we cannot do that. It doesn't carry that kind of baggage. It doesn't carry that kind of layers and layers of connotation. And the soul language, when we are using our soul language, it sounds different. Each person's will sound different from the other because it's connected to our own soul journey. But actually, there's only one soul language, and that's the language, it is the language of the soul world. So we have the possibility of connecting with our own soul. We have the possibility of connecting with the divine, with our guides, with a favorite saint. We can connect with any saint, with any soul. We can also connect with the solar system. Any aspect. We can connect with the moon. We can connect with the star, with the sun. Because everything has a soul, which means it has its own ability to communicate with us. And we can do that through soul language. When we translate it, we can find out what that holy being wants to tell us at this time. And it can change. So the potential is very, very great. As I said at the beginning, the potential for opening our spiritual channels, for developing our soul language translation ability is as big as the soul world. That gives us lots of possibilities. Not only for the dimension that we're in, but someday we have the possibility of connecting at another dimension and another dimension. And even within our own dimension, the layers are infinite. So we can never say, oh, well, I have enough, I've got it. I've got all the information from Kuan Yin from third dimension. I've got everything she has to say to me. It's not going to happen. So that's part of what makes this exciting to me. That's part of what makes it a lot of fun. It also makes present wisdom that is not present in other ways. I also want to so I've talked about soul language as a way of communicating. Soul language can be used in other ways also. It can be used for healing. So if you have something that you want to remove some of the blockages, it is possible to use soul language to do that. And you can ask a holy being to connect, and could you connect with them to receive a blessing to remove blockages to whatever it is. So these are two very important uses of soul language. The other part is we can use soul language for the fun of it, just because it is enjoyable. And when we use soul language, it also increases our frequency and vibration. The more we practice soul language, the higher the frequency and vibration of our soul language becomes. Do you want to add anything to this? No. Okay.
Very complete.
Okay. Yes. There's there's one there.
Thank you. I wanted
Why
to,
don't you come up here,
Okay.
because people can.
You mentioned that it's enjoyable. Well, usually in the morning, when I wake up and I say hello to heaven and my shifus and everyone, then I sing my love song, which is my
in soul
song.
language?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun. It's my contribution a little bit.
Yeah, that's very lovely. So, I'm glad you said soul song, because we're going to make every effort in the world, and that's a beautiful thing to do, to sing as your morning greeting, as you're doing your say hello. That's beautiful. This weekend, we're really going to stay with soul language. And that is going to be it's going to, for some people, require somewhat of a shift, because many people are accustomed to immediately going to soul song. And there is a difference. To develop our ability to translate soul language, we have to use soul language. And for those who don't, have great clarity about, well, what's the difference between soul language and soul song? It would be the same as saying, what's the difference between talking and singing? I've been talking to you. A little while ago, I sang a soul song. So that is basically the difference. When we are using soul language, it's speech from the soul world. When we use soul song, it has a melody. Okay? So, are there any, I'll give like 3 minutes if there are any questions or comments. And people on the webcast and Facebook, you can also put your comments in the chat box or your questions. And same for Facebook, you can put them in the comment box. And if there are none, then I'll just go right ahead. Okay. I keep checking this because I want to make sure that I did what heaven said to do. Okay. So there are some who have not opened their soul language. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm just going, well, no, I'll put it on the next page. Master Sha's spiritual father and teacher, Master Kuo, received a code. And this code is the code to open soul communication. And in numbers, it's so the Mandarin for those numbers are San, San, Jiu, Liu, Ba, Yao, Wu. And these numbers correspond to parts of the body. So, San is the chest. Zhou is below the navel, all the way around our body. It's not just, the front, but all the way around is Zhou. Liu are the ribs. Ba is the navel. Yao is actually this whole part from the top of our head to our shoulders. And Wu is our stomach. So this is an amazing healing mantra. I've used that on the first book tour of Master Sha. I arrived before the others did in Chicago. And so everybody had told me about the museum in Chicago. Oh, you must see it, you must see it, you must see it. Well, I got there before everybody else, so I went to the museum. And it was sunny when I arrived at the museum. When I came out, it was snowing. I thought, uh-oh, Californian, I thought, oh, I'm going to end up with a cold at the beginning of this trip. And the next thought was, you don't have to. Use San San Jolyo Baya Wu. So I chanted that for about 20 minutes. By the time I got onto the bus, when it arrived, I was so warm, and I did not get a cold. So this mantra is also wonderful for self-healing. But these are the parts of the body. San San, Zhou, Liu, Ba, Yao, Wu. So the light circulates in our whole body. And we're going to say these words, and we'll say them slowly. Then we'll go faster and faster and faster. When we go really fast, these will turn into funny sounds. It won't sound like San San Jolyo Baya Wu. We will not recognize it. When we go really fast, it goes from conventional speech to soul language, ordinary language to soul language. So we're going to go very, very fast. And does this show well on the? Okay, so I'll leave it up for the people who are new, but very, very quickly I'm going to turn the page because you're supposed to close your eyes, but I've done this for so many years, I know people don't. And there's great concentration given to say these words the correct way. That is actually the wrong way. We start off saying them the correct way, but then we let them go. And they turn into funny sounds. That's what we want. That's the correct way of saying San San Jolyo Baya Wu. So fast that it changes. Okay, you ready? Yes, okay. Webcasters, yes, webcasters are ready too. Good. All Oh, beautiful. Everyone is sitting straight. Wonderful. And some of you don't need these words. You know what those words are. So you could close your eyes. And our message center will open more and more and more fully. So we'll begin by putting our hands in front of our message center in the soul light era hand position. So the left hand is over the message center or heart chakra, but not touching your body. Leave a space, which creates a nice feel. And the right hand points upward. And close your eyes. Oh, if you don't know the words, if you're brand new, you can look at the words briefly. Everybody else, you can close your eyes. Put your focus at your Mingmen, your lower abdomen. And the sound is going to be San San Joyo Ba Ya Wu. The say hello greeting. Dear soul, mind, and body of my message center, I love you. Please open fully to receive and release my soul language, to develop my soul language. Thank you, thank you, thank you. San San Jo Yo Bai. Say it with me, please. San San Jo Yo Bai Ya Wu. 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 Faster. San San Jo Yo Bai Ya Wu. 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 Faster. San San Jo Yo Bai Ya Wu. 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 Faster. San San Jo Yo Bai Ya Wu. San San Jo Bai Ya Wu. San San Jo Bai Ya Wu. San San Jo Bai Ya Wu. So fast it becomes funny sounds. San San Jo Bai Ya Wu. San Jo Bai Ya Wu. San Jo Bai Ya Faster. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are a couple of people, it's a little bit shaky. So we're going to do this again. We'll start really slow, and then we'll go a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. Okay? So same things. You can put your hands in the soul light era, hand position. Because where you put your hands is where the light goes. So you want all the light coming to your message center so that it will release your soul language. Okay? San San Jo Yo Bai Ya Wu. San San Jo Yo Bai Ya Wu. San San Jo Yo Bai Ya Wu. San San Jolio Bayao. San San Jolio Bayao. San San Jolio Bayao. Faster. San San Jolio Bayao. San San Jolio Bayao. San San Jolio Bayao. Faster. San San Jolio Bayao. San San Jolio Bayao. San San Jolio Bayao. San San Jolio Bayao. San Jolio faster. San Jolio San Jolio San faster, faster, faster. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. People on the webcast, please put your experience. It could be 1 or 2 words. You don't have to write a whole sentence, but share your experience, please. And people in the room, please do the same. So what was that like? Peter, you're closest to a microphone.
The energy in the room is very powerful. So it's just kind of going in and out of consciousness.
Okay. How about when you were doing your soul language? What was that like?
No, everything went smooth. That part's always come very natural to me.
Okay, great.
First, I had a thought. Should I be focusing 3-3 about, where should my mind? So I had that initial thought. It's like, what's the usefulness of those numbers and their relationship with body? So I first had that. What's that thought? Then as I started just doing and it's speeding up, then it seemed to move into a very deep place way down inside of me, which was like a Buddhist chant. Very, very deep. And then what I noticed about that is, as you said, stop, the body started doing kind of pranayama spontaneously. It was just breathing in a sort of spontaneous way, opening up the system.
Great. Thank you.
I was very comfortable. I found it kind of interesting, despite the fact that my soul language is there. I felt during this brief bit of time that we were doing this exercise, a power increase.
Yes, great.
A significant shift that my soul language is starting to get stronger and deeper. Thank you.
Great. That's exactly what I was saying. There are levels. And that's why Master Sha says whenever there is an open spiritual channels class, workshop, take it. Because we can deepen and deepen and deepen. Yeah. Great. How about comments in the chat box?
Okay. So Andrew wrote, open-hearted. Terry McGill, my message center is vibrating like a drum skin with Master Marilyn's hand sending that energy to us on the webcast. And I am steaming. Amy Y. Feeling vibration throughout the body. Mind melding with the frequency, like going into the zone for a runner. Connecting with the others in the workshop through the message center. And Charlotte Conrad, I enjoyed that practice. It is so interesting how the soul language comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And on Facebook, Davina, the mantra continues in my head. I did it silently and focused on my Mingmen. Lots of light and energy is present.
Great. Okay, wonderful. So during the weekend, we are going to have opportunities to do translation. Translate your own soul language, ask a message of the soul world for guidance to be able to do exactly what the title of this workshop says, to find your path and live your purpose. So that is what we're going to do all weekend. So just imagine what this is going to be like. It's like spending the weekend in heaven is really what we're going to be doing. So if that sounds good to you, I hope you have already registered. If you haven't, you can do it. Actually, you can register right now because it's online. So there will be the multiplication. What we experience at the beginning of the workshop gives us a taste of the pair. Then as the workshop takes place, we enter more and more and more fully into that experience, and it grows and grows and grows. So what I also want to do is I want to do a demo, and the demo is going to be for a crown chakra blessing for finding your path. So I think what we'll do is we'll here in the room, yeah, and on the webcast too. Victoria, you could count the number of people who have responded. If you want to be a demo on the webcast and Facebook, just say so. And in the room, we have papers we can use. I don't know.
Did you ask them to put their name in?
Yes, people on the, I did ask them if they wanted to be a webcast, be a demo. Mm-hmm. So we'll give people a chance to put their name in. Victoria, you want to put your name in?
That's okay, I'll do it for you.
Oh, please.
Oh, okay. And we'll put, could you also put in one for Christine?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'm writing them down as they pop up. That'll be easier.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I will check the phone.
Yeah, and if there's anyone, if there's someone on the phone, if you insert their name, not at the bottom of the list, but someplace in the list, that'd be great.
Is there anyone on the line that would like to be demoed? I don't hear anyone on the phone.
Hello?
There is someone.
Is this Kate?
Yes, it's Kate.
Okay, great, I'll put your name. Is there anyone else?
April was on earlier. Okay. I know souls don't take up space. But I like to represent the people on the webcast. All right, Victoria, I think whatever names you have now would be good.
Okay, so I have,
No, don't read the names.
I'm not going to
Oh, okay.
tell you how many I have,
Oh, okay.
but I'm going to accept the numbers. Okay, I have 18.
18, okay. Thank you.
Oh, 19
Oh, all right.
that I've inserted somewhere. Okay. Thank you.
So any of you who are on the webcast who can possibly come in person, the odds go up that you will have your name pulled out of the basket if you are in person. Yeah. Master Shinya, would you like to pull a name out?
Sure.
He's being very honest. He put the basket above his head.
Joseph Ned.
Yay!
Okay, Joseph, you want to come up, please?
And then 1 through 19,
Thank you.
finding the others.
And then a number between 1 and 19.
8.
8?
8. 8 is Charlotte Conrad.
Okay. So
Perhaps you could repeat that name, because I didn't know.
Charlotte Conrad.
Thank you.
So the demo from the webcast participants. So I'm going to ask Charlotte Conrad's soul to come and receive this crown chakra blessing. Or maybe Master Shinyuan, since there are 2 people or 2 of us. And Victoria, could you time it, please? Yeah. So we will prepare, and you can do forgiveness practice as we are preparing. Crown chakra blessing to find your path. I want to make sure I say this right. Finding your path. Begin. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Master Junior, did you receive third eye images?
So, as the blessing was being given, it was like there was a path that was laid out, and it's always been there, but it was overgrown with all kinds of like jungle, and very dark. There wasn't a lot of light to find the path. So it's like the path was illuminated, but it was so covered over that very hard to see. So what the crown chakra blessing did was to come and clear away the growth, the things that had gotten in the way, and it sort of laid down brick by brick the future that's out there. Yeah, that's what I saw.
Beautiful.
Yellow brick road.
Beautiful. Don't go away, Joseph. Is there a microphone over here? Yes.
I'm sorry.
Well, first of all, in the room, responses? Yes. Okay. Would you hand that back to Lynn, please?
Well, two things happened for me. And first off, just the suggestion of...
Would you mind coming up here so people could
actually,
see?
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is, if you don't mind, like a 2 or 3 part share. What happened for me is it was like my spirit was attempting to discover directly what this meant, okay, as I shared. And what happened when we did the first is that the Min-Mang, I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
Before, the Min-Mang linked right to my Jindan. Then when we did this, first off, when you first said we're the crown chakra, the entire room lifted into that frequency. That's how I experienced it. And I went, oh, this is a whole realm that we're invited into. And in the very invitation was this massive clearing happening that I experienced, the light. And then for me, what I noticed as I was just opening, as you were working, two things, what happened to me personally, and then I went into what's happening with Joseph. And what happened to me personally was, as I said to you, there was this breathing, and I was experiencing a direct link between the Ming Men and the Jindan. And out of this came almost like a mushroom. And from there, this golden light came out, and then sort of filled. It was everywhere. So it was so sweet that all I could do was just be in joy. Then I said, what's happening with Joseph? And I saw him quite differently, and his came, it was like this, but it was a darkness, and I don't mean dark as in negative, but like a kind of a void that I watched. So that light that was surrounding the room and all of us, I saw then coming in to him and lifting him up and deepening him down. I don't know how else to explain this. Yes, okay, so my feet are going into the ground. So it was like this solidity. See, I can even, the body's even, the light was grounding him in a way in which he was not movable. And I don't mean not fluid, but so grounded that he was grounded in the truth of the light of his own being, path, purpose. That's what I noticed happening. Thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, these are very powerful crown chakra blessings. They are amazing. Joseph, so, was it Carolyn?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. So we'll wait and get it. Charlotte, please share your experience. Okay, Joseph? And you'll need to speak into the microphone.
I remember. What was happening with me while Master Marilyn was doing the blessing, I was continuously chanting, I forgive you, you forgive me, love, peace, and harmony. I felt the warmness radiating from her hand through my head. There were periods where I saw like clearing of light. It wasn't steady. It would come and it would go. Unfortunately, that was all that I felt.
That's not bad, Joseph.
I'm thinking in terms of what was said regarding there was a void, a darkness. I could definitely see all of that, knowing how my life has transpired. I could definitely see that there is a very nasty forest of negativity that has been preventing me from fulfilling my path. Thank you.
Okay, great. Not anymore.
Thank you, Master Marilyn.
Thank you, thank you. So has Charlotte put a comment in the chat box?
Yes.
Great, thank you. Oh, I don't need this.
So Charlotte says, thank you so much. I also saw an overgrown path. As the blessing proceeded, the path became bright and started to clear. My body became very hot. I am so grateful, Dagan, and
Excellent, thank you. Are there other comments in the, okay. So let me do a brief flow. And this is very interesting. There would be some similarities between both people who were demos. The images received give a very complete idea of the power and significance of this crown chakra blessing. The growth that was seen, the images that were seen, represent the different aspects of each one's life that are the blockages to proceeding with greater ease and grace along your pathway. The blockages for each person are a little bit different. But there are blockages on the level of soul from this and previous lifetimes. There are blockages on the level of heart, where there at times is anger, greed, ignorance, and they spring up in front of us like a great thorn bush that blocks our way. And those blockages need to be cleared so that light can shine brightly on our path and we can move forward. There are blockages on the level of mind with negative mindsets, negative attitudes, negative beliefs, ego, attachments, and more. These also are like thorn bushes or other types of tangled plants that block us and block our path, and at times can even make it difficult to see our path clearly. There are also energy and matter blockages, blockages within our body. These do the same. When the images showed this overgrowth being cleared, this is the power and significance of this crown chakra blessing. It would take many lifetimes to accomplish what was completed in just 2 minutes. Having this type of clearing take place makes it possible for the light to shine brightly and for the path to be clear and more easily followed. As this happens, the light can continue to grow as each one walks upon the path that is showing clearly. The light can continue to clear blockages and make the path more easily followed and much clearer to see. The benefits of this crown chakra blessing are extraordinarily significant and touch every aspect of life. To say that there were blockages cleared on the physical level is very significant because each one had physical issues that could have become very limiting. And light has now touched those blockages and transformed them significantly. This is just the smallest idea of what has happened for each one as a result of this crown chakra blessing. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
When I said darkness, at least what came through for me in the when I was with what I was seeing, it wasn't so much darkness like evil. It was darkness that everything was obscured and couldn't be seen for what it is.
Yeah.
Which is a little different.
Oh, okay, great, thank you. So during the weekend, those who participate in the weekend will have an opportunity to receive this crown chakra blessing, as well as other blessings that are going to be really, really amazing. I always love it. You know, when we receive these special blessings, when heaven tells us, you know, this is a special blessing for this weekend, I look at it and I say, whoa, that's really amazing. But then when somebody actually receives it and we hear the images and then the flows, it's mind-boggling to me. It's just, I think, oh, wow, I didn't have a clue about what was really going to be offered. You know, I knew that was a great treasure. Heaven only gives us great things. But It's really amazing. Yes, Joseph. Could you hand that back to Joseph, please? Thank you.
I found it very interesting, like when Master Shunya was describing the darkness and the forest, what I visualized in my mind was like a medieval type setting, Hansel and Gretel running through an evil forest that's alive, and you know the trees are just like reaching out and they're trying to grab you, and you know just everything's alive and it's just coming at you just to hinder your progress, to attack you, you know, and it's just a very gnarly situation, more or less.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. The reason we ask people to do a forgiveness practice as preparation, and you were doing forgiveness practice during the actual crown chakra blessing, is it's not random. All of those things out there that come to life and want to block us and grab us and all that kind of stuff, it's not random. Those are all in our pathways because of what we have done or ancestors have done. And so here we are, we're meeting them again. And we're so blessed because they can be transformed. They can be transformed to light. But I'm very grateful you said that, because a lot of people sort of have the impression that something is happening to them by all of these random forces. It's not random. To help get that idea, before I knew Master Sha, I was taking a Qigong class. We practiced at a park in Campbell. And I was talking to one of the people who was in the class afterwards, and I have no idea what started this conversation, but he was saying, you know, I am so puzzled by people who think that the universe just sort of spontaneously came into existence, sort of. He said, if you have a watch, it does not come together spontaneously. Somebody puts it together, and there's great thought and planning that goes into it. And that's true for our lives, too. You know, this sort of didn't, all of this that we are experiencing has not come together randomly. We're the ones that put it together, along with our ancestors. And we are now having the opportunity to transform it. And we're so lucky, because we have so much help. We didn't have this kind of help in other lifetimes. So everyone on the webcast has an opportunity to sign up. You can either phone, and let me put that number here, or it's easier just to go to the webcast and just, you know, register online. However, I know that there are some people who are, like I am at times, and like to talk to a human being. But you know, poor Master Robert has a gazillion things to do, so if you could do this online, it would be so kind. This is the phone number at the center, 415-971-7373. Or on doing it online, you would go to drsha.com, events, scroll down to San Francisco, and there we are. It's that easy. So follow Master Sha's recommendation. Do not miss this opportunity to experience another level of opening your spiritual channels. And I am actually going to bring the evening to a close a little bit early. Some of you know this if you've been on webcasts with me before, or other events, you know that I take public transportation, and the train does not wait for you. You might have to wait for the train, but it will not wait for you. So I like to be there a couple of minutes before it's scheduled to depart. So I think those are the only announcements, right? You want to talk about next week also?
Quickly, so.
Okay.
And I will add one thing to what Master Marilyn said. If you already know are on your path, and you're doing what you need to be doing in this lifetime, and you're totally living your purpose, and you're alive and vibrant and having joy doing what you're doing, sharing your God-given gifts with the world, you don't need this workshop. If that's not your experience of your life, you need this workshop. It will bring you joy and happiness, and everybody needs more joy and more happiness. And then I want to remind everyone to plan ahead. In fact, today is the last day to receive the early registration fee for the workshop with Master Roulin, our special guest coming next weekend for Tao Science Prosperity Blueprint for Prosperity and Abundance. Okay, so sign up for 2 workshops today. All right, thank you, everyone.
Great, thank you. So we're going to bring the evening to a close. Do you have a comment? No, okay. So we'll say, love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
And we really, really love you so much that we're not going to delay you from your trip by saying we really, really love you.
Yes, good. Yes.